Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for today. And this one makes sense. I had to watch this one. This is the presidents, not US presidents, just presidents rank the core Resident Evil games, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to assume the remakes. 4 is not out yet, but maybe they'll rank it anyway. Maybe Code Veronica, 0. Outbreak? That wouldn't be considered core, I don't think, but they're definitely better than some other ones. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they consider. Anyway, so let's get to it. This one's long. This is definitely, I think, the longest one we've watched. This is from SakiChronicles. I looked up Resident Evil Presidents. I was like, there was one that was shorter that, and then one that was longer. I'm like, let's watch the longer one. I'm gonna give this one a chance. You never know, it might be really good. Anyway, so let's get to it. I'm expecting, because of how long it is, there's going to be a lot more debates. So that'd be nice to hear. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, and play. All right, so let's see. Let's see. So you got Resident Evil Code Veronica, 2, 1, 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remake, of course, yeah. Well, I said remakes, so I said remakes. 1, 2, 3, and then Village. Okay.
All right, I'm here. Are we ready to do this?
No Outbreak.
Not yet. Joe hasn't joined us.
No point. It's only 11 in the morning. His sleepy ass isn't even awake yet.
Good start.
Well, shit.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Jill was making me a sandwich. What's up?
Gentlemen, we're going to rank the Resident Evil
Good
games.
reference.
Whoa, there's a lot of them.
That's a Fatal
I'm not sure
Frame
I have the
reference.
time.
Are we pushing into your nap time there, Sleepy Joe?
No, I have a country to run, you idiot. Plus, it's not noon yet.
Guys, it'll be fine. We'll just do the core ones for now. Any of them with a number should suffice.
Okay, good.
I'm
All
okay
right.
with that for
One
the
is
sake of
S tier.
time, but you better
A
include
tier.
Code Veronica.
That goes without
Right
saying.
there.
Code V was my shit back in my PS2 days.
Code V.
Obviously, now let's get started.
Hold on a second. We're
I
starting in
don't
order
think I've
of
ever heard anybody refer to it as just Code V.
release date, right?
Can you remember that far back?
Fuck you,
That's Code Veronica X, though. That's the PlayStation 2 version.
Donald.
Yes, we'll start with the OG 1996 Resident Evil, a masterpiece.
A tier. The
I'm going to say A tier because Remake is better. Much better. So it has to be S tier.
Godfather of survival horror. Easy.
A
I
tier.
agree, A.
Now, hold on.
No,
What?
what?
Shit.
With the original.
Shit.
Why?
Trump's going to be the reason why this shit's long.
Take your nostalgia glasses off for a second, you two. The dialogue was
Okay.
straight trash. Even earning it a spot in the Guinness Book for worst video game dialogue back in 2002,
Who gives a
which
shit?
it still holds to this day.
So?
It wasn't that bad.
It was
Of course
memorable.
you'd think that. Is the writer the same one who jots down all your speeches?
Eat my presidential ass, Donald.
The dialogue did kill the immersion, I'll admit. But the gameplay was still atmospheric and spooky.
The gameplay was an Ohio train wreck. Clunky controls and tight corridors is
Alright.
like moving a fridge through a hallway.
Fine, for the sake of time, we'll split the difference and put it down to B tier and move on.
B for bullshit. I don't like it.
Still
should be
too
A.
high.
Next up is
Fuck you, Trump. I hate you.
1998's Resident Evil 2.
Here
I regret voting for you.
we go. A tier for sure.
Wait, which one, two?
I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that.
That should be S.
I would even say S tier. It was
Yes.
really a well-rounded sequel.
Yes.
Top.
For once, I agree with
Yes.
Sleepy Joe.
Yes.
It
Yes.
took all the good things
Yes.
from the
S.
first one,
S.
what
S.
little
S.
there
S.
was,
S.
God damn you.
and improved
SS.
it, dialogue, gameplay, atmosphere.
Wait, what did he say?
Even having the story split
Fuck you.
into 2 different parts with multiple endings.
Well, yeah.
I did get
The first
confused
one
with
had
which
that.
ending was canon, though.
It doesn't take much to confuse you, Joe.
Fuck off, Orange Slice.
Okay, then I'm moving it
Orange
to S
slice.
tier.
Cool.
Fine by me.
Moving on to 1999, Resident Evil Nemesis.
I know everybody loves this one. I remember thinking it was really good. Nemesis was cool. I like the little branching path things they were doing. I don't remember loving it as much as 1 or 2. So I would say, me personally, I'd say B.
What do you guys think?
Maybe an A.
Again, a solid game. Only a year later, and Capcom releases a straight-up banger. They were on fire. An entire city to run around with zombies everywhere.
Yep.
Screams echoing in the distance. Revisiting the RPD. Chill.
Trump sounds so passionate about it.
Nemesis was
Chills.
a scary mofo, too. Popping up randomly
Can't scare
unscripted,
mofo.
unlike Mr. X from RE2.
No cap. The big fucker
It's,
carried a
it's
rocket
funny how that changed when it got to 2 and 3. Remake.
launcher in the streets like it was nothing. The most American thing you can do, in my opinion.
All good points, gentlemen, but to be
All
honest,
great points.
I didn't like the choice system. And the dodge mechanic made the game's combat slightly easier, making it not as
I like
tense.
what they did with the remake.
Jill Valentine is an elite
dodge.
cop with a certain set of
The
skills.
dodge in the remake isn't a surefire, you'll never get hit thing. You know, you have to time it very well. Where I do remember in the original it being very forgiving.
skills. Of course she'd be able to dodge whenever she wanted.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'll agree that the path choosing was a little
I
stale.
almost wish Leon
Fine,
had that
A
Resident
tier
Evil 4.
then.
Yeah, A.
Good. Now to 2001's Code Veronica.
Fuck yes, Claire, back in action in her own
Hell
game.
yeah.
I spent hours on this gem.
Say what you will, there's so many annoying parts of this game. Whenever you have to give up all your weapons because you have to go through the metal fucking detectors. Oh, I hated those moments. I hate them. I immediately dislike a game when they take all your weapons from you, and now you're forced to either stealth or run away from things. Not saying like games don't make that work. I was just playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and at one point you have to do that just for a little bit, and it actually worked pretty well. It was more of like a knife tutorial, because it was in the beginning of the game. It takes all your weapons away and then it teaches you how to use the knife well. I don't know.
And we're fine.
I also fucking Steve Burnside is the worst Resident Evil character of all time. Let's forget the part. Let's not forget the part. Excuse me, where he almost molests Claire Redfield while she's sleeping. Also, he's fucking extremely annoying. And I want to say they try to base his character model off of Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. I want to say that's true. He's so lame. When you play as him, he's kind of fun because he has the two fucking like SMGs he has or Uzis or whatever. But besides that, he's such a terrible character. If they ever remake Code Veronica, they gotta do a Carlos with him. Where Carlos, I thought he was kind of lame in 3, and I didn't think he was like like an exceptional character. He wasn't terrible, but the remake, I thought they did a great job with Carlos. I thought he was awesome. So
Finally out of Raccoon City.
Rockford Island was a good setting with half of it in a prison and the other half in Gothic architecture.
I don't hate
All
Code
on
Veronica, by the way. I would still put it in B, but
Island to give you a feeling of isolation.
The PS2's graphics did wonders for the cinematics in this game. And seeing Wesker fight with his new powers,
Yeah.
I creamed.
Fucking sick.
Gross.
Whatever, the man's an
Fucking sick.
icon.
Wait, did you
was
say
asked me
fucking
by
sick
me.
as in it's sick they creamed? Or?
Mutant woman, though.
True.
Fake news, you sleepy
yeah.
fuck. He did a tactical withdrawal. The man is a supreme strategist.
Look, I'll admit that
Okay,
it
now
was
I
a
understand why I
graphical
like this
improvement
game.
at the time, but did you forget about those shitty, stretchy arm fucks that would hit you off screen?
Oh, right. I forgot about those.
It also had one of the weirdest characters in the series.
It's 2023,
Steve
Joe. You
Burnside?
can't call Alfred Ashford weird anymore.
Not him. Steve
Yeah,
Burnside.
Steve Burnside's the worst.
What about him?
This edgy motherfucker was constantly a hindrance to Claire, giving her attitude in almost every scene.
Please talk about
He
how
had
he
more
almost
emotional
molested her.
baggage than Donnie did after losing the Oval Office.
Fuck you, Joe. That shit was rigged when Steve was crushed about his dad.
Angry he sounded.
Oh, you mean this?
Father.
Ugh.
Father.
I put both guns to your head.
Father.
So bad. Ooh.
Cringe.
So cringe, massive cringe.
Sorry, Donnie, but I got to side with Joe on this.
Bullshit.
The graphics and gameplay were great, and the new location is a breath of fresh air. But with the cringiest character in the series, I'll put it into B tier.
Alongside that Roblox-looking motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me.
Deal with it, bitch. Take the L.
Moving on, we're back onto hitting some high tier
Joe Bites and take the L.
ones here, starting with 2002's RE Remake.
Yes, S
This
tier.
was lit.
S tier.
Facts.
S
What?
tier.
Excuse me?
You shitted on the OG.
Stop crying, baby Joe, and
Well, it's
listen.
better.
They took what was garbage about the original and made it better.
It's definitely better.
Graphics,
100%.
gameplay, and environment. They not only redid the dialogue and
S.
improved it, but also added the Crimson
Dude, the graphics are still good. If you play it on GameCube, it still look good.
Head zombie
Speaking-
to
the
avoid
Crimson
being
Heads
a
are-
stale-ass piece of shit.
Those things made me shit my pants.
Yeah, me too.
No, that was your old age.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up, Orange Man.
Lose
Lock
bells.
yourself in a tanning bed some more.
I have to agree with Don on this one, Joe. The graphics alone are enough to put it into S tier.
Yes.
Added with the new defensive
Yes.
weapons and Lisa Trevor mini-boss.
Oh my god, Lisa Trevor.
This game did the OG respect.
Terrifying.
George Trevor was a great architect. I could have used a man like him to build my wall.
So we agreed it's S tier?
Yes.
Yes.
Of
All
course.
right. Hey, we're doing well so far for the most part.
Good, moving on to another golden one, Resident Evil 0.
Oh, no. All right, now we're going too far. We're calling it golden. What are you talking about? Are you high?
Barry, I agree that it has the same appeal as the remake, but you
I
cannot
see.
convince me that it is anywhere near as good.
It's not.
All
it's
the
not.
bosses are just jacked up animals and a reused asset for Tyrant. Don't even get me started
See.
on that fucking opera singer and his leeches. Hot garbage.
Yeah,
It was still a good
it's not
prequel
hard,
to the OG.
It's not hard
Trash.
garbage. I'd say
The
so.
Queen Leech didn't make any sense.
How the
The train section, cool. It takes way too fucking long though. It's a cool idea, and it's cool at first, but it takes way too fucking long.
Fuck does a scorpion the
I do like what's his name, the character that we'll never see again, Rebecca, and I guess Rebecca will probably never see again too, but Billy, that's his name, right?
size of flatbed truck jump on top of a train moving that fast? And how many times do we have to save Rebecca?
Shut the fuck up, you rug-wearing bitch. I won't have you bad-mouthing
She's-
Rebecca. She's top tier for me.
I don't think she's that bad of a character.
No, she's great.
Isn't she a little too old for you, Sleepy Joe?
Rebecca Chambers.
I will say though, they kind of ruined her character in that last Resident Evil CG movie. She was insufferable in that movie. I was like, God damn! I was like so excited, like Rebecca's back, fuck yeah! And then I watched the movie, I'm like, wow, what the fuck?
is the most underrated character in the whole series. She's the first to come across and defeat a tyrant by herself.
Yeah,
She survived both the research facility and mansion incident,
yeah,
all while being the youngest in the Elite Stars unit.
yeah. She's like,
She even
what,
helped
10?
save the world in the Vendetta movie.
Barry, we aren't talking about any of those shitty movies. Stick
Yeah,
to the
let's
games.
talk about Vendetta.
Besides, Shinji Mikami admitted that he liked Chambers the least out of all his female characters.
Damn,
He never
no
even
shit.
wanted to add her to the game.
He did her dirty in the remake, not gonna lie. She's at least competent in Zero, but becomes a damsel in distress later on.
Fuck the both of you and Mikami. Thank God they added her to DVD at least.
D tier at most.
That's a little harsh. The gameplay was still good, even with a secondary character running alongside you.
Oh my god,
It
we
goes
need
in
to
high
fucking-
B tier, and that's
No, it's
the
not.
lowest I'll put it. Fight me.
Fine,
Alright, I'll
whatever.
fight
Let's
you.
move on. We're barely
Come to the White House. You're probably not there, considering you're not president. but
halfway.
still.
Next up is the GOAT,
I'll beat you in
2005's
front of it.
Resident Evil 4.
Just put an S
Truth,
tier.
no lie.
Pump the brakes there, guys.
Oh,
The fuck?
Joe, you gotta be kidding me. We're talking about Resident Evil fucking 4.
one thing I think is weird is that they don't overlap each other. I would like it if they actually did, but maybe the AI can't do it.
Is he awake? Did he take his meds?
Fuck you guys, I know what I'm saying. You both need to stop riding Four's bandwagon. This was a glorified escort quest with horror taking a back seat to action.
Fuck you, Joe. It revolutionized not only the series,
Fuck
but the
you,
entire
Joe.
video game industry. The over-the-shoulder third-person gameplay rocked every company to the core, mixing it with action, suspense, and horror in a perfect blend. They even fixed the inventory system.
Even the creators
By the way,
of
the inventory system in Zero is terrible.
Dead Space said they redid their entire game to model it after the way RE4 was made.
They took out the zombies in a Resident Evil game and replaced them with parasites. This is the game that popularized quick-time events in the gaming industry.
This and God of War. Let's say, hey, let's not just pretend like Resident Evil 4 was the only one. God of War came out around the same time, so the original, obviously, not the fucking 2018 one.
The story was trash. Sadly,
Well, I like it.
Mother wants to inject Ashley with the parasite and let her go back to America,
Yeah.
but then tries to stop them from leaving over and over again.
Right.
Krauser's side story was shit, and
That part doesn't make sense. But they're also trying to stop you from like figuring out a cure too, I guess.
I mentioned the escorting again. Take Rebecca from the remake.
Fuck you, Joe.
And Steve from Code
Nope. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Shit. And need I mention the escorting again? Take Rebecca from the remake.
Fuck you, Joe.
And Steve from Code
Take
V.
Rebecca.
Go sniff some more hair, you sleepy fuck.
And you get Ashley Graham. She was annoying as fuck and hard to protect.
Skill issue. Get better, you old codger.
I agree. Sounds like a you problem. The game is phenomenal from start to
Just
finish
put
and
an
is
S
even
tier.
ported more times than Skyrim. It goes into S.
Obviously.
I'll concede to A tier, or else I'm dropping out and playing Minecraft with Bill.
Fine, let baby have his bottle.
Oh,
I don't like it, but whatever.
Bill.
We need to get this done. So up next is 2000.
Oh no, Resident Evil 4 is A tier. Hey, the 4 does look like an A in Resident Evil 4's logo. So.
2009's Resident Evil 5.
I don't think you
B
need
tier.
to say the year
Love
anymore, Barry. Some of us can remember back then.
Get yourself some better wigs and comebacks, Orange Man. Anyways, another co-op, but this time set in the daytime. And the shitty inventory system is back, but made even worse somehow.
It's only horrible if you're playing with somebody online and you can't play with them anymore. Maybe they just didn't want to play anymore. Whatever. And then you lose all those items that they had. That's the only part that sucks.
I'm inclined to agree. This one kind of flopped with me.
Really, Barry? I thought with the location.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
you know,
What?
never mind.
Get your brain checked, Donnie. Seems like you're huffing some of that spray tan you keep blasting yourself.
Shut up, Joe. At least I can walk up a simple flight of stairs.
I told you I was tired that day.
Anyways, I agree. This game was a huge letdown.
5 was fun.
It seemed that Capcom was trying to make lightning strike twice with this one and failed. They even
Well, they
reused the
definitely failed.
chainsaw mini-boss. The only saving grace was my boy Wesker coming in again. Him teleporting like Nightcrawler made me spew everywhere, though.
Fucking stop saying
Made
shit
me
like that, but I
spew.
can't lie, his theme song and fight scenes were lit as fuck.
Wesker.
Too bad it was bogged down by quick time events.
Love Wesker.
Yeah, thanks, RE4.
Shut up with that. Plus his master plan, literal chef's kiss.
You would like that.
Literal
You fat
chef's
fuck.
kit.
He lost to a rock punching jar head.
You look,
Yet again, fake news.
wait, I need to go back.
Like that. You fat fuck.
God damn.
He lost to a rock punching jar head.
Yet again, fake news. He ducked at the last second and will return once again. You guys just didn't notice
come
because
back.
you don't have great eyesight like I do. I have the best eyesight, probably in
best.
the world.
Okay, then any objections if I put it into C tier?
Nope.
Seems fair.
Okay,
I
done.
put a
Now
low
onto
B,
Resident
but
Evil
fine.
6. Ooh, this one.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting.
You know
this.
what? I'm going to say something controversial. If you could just... Now we have so many great modern Resident Evil games. If you go back to Resident Evil 6, it's fine. It's a fun, bad movie turned into a game. That's pretty much what it is. It's fucking... Nothing about it is bad, really. Like, mechanics-wise and gameplay-wise. It's just nothing like Resident Evil. But it's a fun game, for the most part.
This one happened.
Not to
Even though the giraffe is getting a blowjob from the lady. Everybody knows that. but-
surprise Sleepy Joe, it's a miracle you know what year it is.
It's one where I'm still president, you grease stain.
Gentlemen, focus. I think we can be unanimous in this one, right? The horror aspect was completely thrown
That's
out the
funny.
window for a more action-oriented game.
You goddamn
I
right.
have to agree with you on that, Barry. As much as I love action and the Second Amendment, this was too much. Too many campaigns. And
I like you threw
excess
that
of
in there.
quick time
Second Amendment
events.
also.
And don't get me started on Jake. If they wanted to use a Wesker, why not just stick with the man himself?
'Cause
But
he
that's
died.
fine. He'll be back.
Donnie, you're delusional.
Eat me, bitch.
Joe, you haven't said much.
Call Jill, see if he fell asleep at the keyboard again.
I'm awake, you idiot.
Well, what's your input, Joe?
On what?
Jesus Christ.
On RE6.
Oh, right. To be honest with you guys, I don't really remember that one.
Yeah.
I never could get past the train part on Leon's campaign.
Jesus, Joe,
Damn.
are you serious? That's in the first hour of the game.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the beginning. I remember that.
I told you that QTEs are garbage. Fuck off.
There's
That's
garbage.
sad.
Get better, Sleepy.
But whatever
I would put in C,
it
bro.
goes into D tier.
I
I'm
don't know why I'm arguing with these fake fucking presidents.
okay with that.
Same.
All right, guys, now for another gem, Resident Evil 7.
A,
No.
almost S tier. You know what? I'm gonna say S tier. Fuck it. Sure, there's not a lot of variety in the enemies. It's always like the molded, but I like fighting the molded. I think it's fucking really scary. I love the bakers. I think every section of that game. I know some people don't like the ship part. I love it. I really do. I've beat that game like 4 times, maybe 5. I don't even remember now.
Now, this one I remember.
Shocking.
I have to admit that
Remember
the
the one
sudden
that came
shift into first person wasn't too bad of a switch for me.
No, not at all.
Plus, playing a normal.
It's kind of upsetting that now it looks like we're just going to stick with third person because of the Shadows of Rose DLC and also the DLC that makes Village into a third person game. I almost kind of wish that they went back with Resident Evil 7 though and put in third person as well. But I do like the first person stuff. It makes it way more intense, I think.
normal person looking for his wife instead of being a cop or specialist of any kind was a nice change.
Did it remind you
Silent
of
Hill
all
too.
the times you had to look for your wife when you get lost wandering around in the White House, you geriatric bitch?
At least I'm still in it, fucknut.
Focus, guys.
Oh,
RE7 was the first game to use the iconic RE
RE
engine.
RE engine.
It did a full 180,
So good.
switching out the action for complete
RE engine
horror and
is a good
suspense,
engine.
which is the jolt that was needed to bring this series back to life. Truly a banger.
Unlike someone's idea for a healthcare plan.
Fuck you, Donald.
I agree, going back to its roots.
I still wish that they'd keep zombies in the series. Not sure I like the mold, or whatever it is.
The molded.
It had a nice twist ending, though. And Jack Baker is seriously one of the most terrifying villains of the series.
Facts.
Or should we talk about the Chris Redfield reveal? Or does he talk about that Evelyn was the grandma the entire time? Spoilers. But
Definitely a solid A tier.
Agreed.
High A at the least.
Okay, good. High A.
barely spoilers, really.
Let's move on to another great installment that I don't think anyone saw coming, the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Really, no one saw
Holy
that coming?
shit, here we go. A game that would have won Game of the Year if Sekiro didn't come out that same
I
year.
100% saw that
Not gonna
coming.
lie, this one was fun all around. Mixing the best parts of 4 and 7, but keeping it mostly about the horror was nothing short of genius. And Mr. X stalking you in the RPD randomly brought out 99 Nemesis vibes.
Yes. Yes.
Joe, you senile old
S-
man, did
S
you
tier.
forget 5 minutes ago? You don't get to shit all over
Yeah,
Florida,
it was-
and
you were
use
shitting on
accents
Nemesis.
Whatever you want, you waffling fuck.
I can say whatever I want, I'm the president. This is what
Wait, who was shitting on Nemesis? Yeah, I'm confused.
Assets, old man, did you forget?
PD randomly brought out 99 Nemesis vibes. And Mr. X stalking you in the 7, but keeping it mostly about the horror was nothing short of genius.
Use its assets whenever you want, you waffling fuck.
I can say whatever I want, I'm the president. This is what 4 should have been. Emphasis on the horror and no...
I like Resident Evil 2 more than 4. Both versions of Resident Evil 2 I like more than 4. But that's just because I love the action, don't get me wrong. And I could play an action game way more than I could play a horror game, because a horror game scares me too much. But I like Resident Evil 2 more. That's just, I don't know. And also has my girl Claire. I love Claire. So, even though they fucked her up in Code Veronica, I think. She was okay, but like she had a goofy ass scene in the beginning with the fucking like, you know, grabbing the gun and blowing. It was a little too over the top, considering it was only a couple years after Resident Evil 2 came out, and fucking she's doing that shit. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. Like I guess you could say the same about Leon, but Leon then opened the game up with fucking like doing crazy shit. You know what I mean? It took a little while until you got to that crazy shit in Resident Evil 4.
QTEs.
You know?
They brought back the zombies too, along with the added gore whenever you shoot them.
I guess he was jumping out windows and he was fine. Whatever.
Zombie's face shredded to pieces was especially satisfying.
Yes. Oh man, the gore is so good.
It's what we'll get with the new remake coming out.
I think we can all agree it's an S-tier product.
I can live with that.
Same here.
S-tier,
Good, almost done, guys. Let's talk about the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Jesus Christ, way to fumble on the 5-yard line, Capcom. You were so close to a perfect game, but you had to trip along the way. D tier, no question.
No, what? No.
I'm with Donnie on this one.
No,
It didn't have the impact that the second remake did. Plus, it was way too short.
It was really short. I thought it took me like 7-8 hours to finish. But by the time I was done, it said I only played for 5 hours. I was like, God damn, really? And I was exploring too. I was trying to get everything I could. I think it is too short, but if you can get this game for like $20 now, it's a great deal. I think it should have been included with 2. I think that was the original idea, is that 2 and 3 would have been packaged together. But I still really enjoyed it. Like I never loved Nemesis too much, the original. But I still enjoyed it. Yeah, it was unfortunate. It had some great moments though, and I really like Carlos and Jill. I love, that's probably my favorite version of Jill. So I have to go B. I really liked it, but yeah.
Now hold on, guys. It wasn't that bad. Let's give it a chance.
No.
Barry, have you lost your mind? The removal of the graveyard and the clock tower, adding that shitty Resistance game that's irrelevant now.
Well, yeah.
And don't get me started on what
I
they
actually heard Resistance was kind of fun. It was their best multiplayer effort, at least, you know, better than what's the fucking new one that nobody's playing, and what was the one before that, the Operation Raccoon City and Umbrella Corps. I mean, it's low bar of the past, but I've heard Resistance was actually a good idea. It just didn't really support it.
Nemesis.
Did him dirty like a dog.
Turned him into a dog too. What the shit was that?
Well,
look, the atmosphere was spot on, and even though they kept the dodge mechanic, they at least got rid of that choice system.
Yeah.
Nemi is running around in hefty trash bags with a busted nose. He literally Kool-Aid mans his way into Jill's apartment the moment the game starts.
That was a cool moment.
And he never...
Dude, be able to be with, like, in the city while it's going down.
Stops to give the player a break. They did the boy filthy, Barry.
I just played the first couple hours of Resident Evil 3 Remake again, leading up to 4.
Man,
yo,
Carlos is so looking like a hippie.
What? He looks great. Dude, that hair is glorious.
It had better potential than 6, guys. I'll concede to low C.
Barry, for Christ's sake, they didn't even put mercenaries in it.
Checkmate, bitch.
Fuck. All right, fine. D tier, and I hate you both.
No. We spit the truth. Now let's finish this already.
Okay, the last one is Resident Evil Village.
Come on.
A tier, final answer.
A tier.
Bullshit. They took out the zombies once more and replaced them with fucking werewolves and pseudo-vampires made of flies, for Christ's sake.
There's zombies, kinda. Little guys in the fucking in the castle.
You only have it that high because you wanted to clap Lady D's cheeks. Don't lie.
Obviously, who's gonna doubt that?
Joke's on you. She's only in the first 2 hours of the game.
Yeah.
A true crime, I agree, but let's be real
that
about
was a
this.
crime.
The only scary...
They knew they fucked up when, like, it's like they made the game with the big lady and was like, people probably like the big lady, but they won't like her that much. And then everybody's like, big lady! And they're like, shit, she's only in the first 2-3 hours.
The scary part was the giant fetus boss, and it was only done because of some hallucinogenic flowers.
Oh, shit.
Before and after that was a complete cakewalk.
So
I'm fine with that. I like a good cake.
The gameplay is still top tier and
It is top
exciting.
tier.
Finding treasures
So
and
good.
exchanging goods with the Duke brings back
The
the
Duke
old
is
feeling
top
of 4
tier.
easily.
Top tier, him and the merchant, best merchants in gaming, period.
Ethan literally uses a tank with infinite ammo. Campy as shit.
Ethan. Isn't that... Oh, yeah, I guess it was Ethan that does it. Wait, is it Ethan or is it Chris you're playing as at that point? Was it Ethan? Yeah, I guess it was Ethan.
I think
yeah, because Chris saves you and... Yeah, okay.
I mean, a true American, something you wouldn't know anything about.
It's literally implied that Mia fucks him, having known he was a moldy dead guy the entire time. Disgusting.
Is that not the
He looks fine. Like,
same of what your wife does with you, Sleepy Joe, you ancient piece of shit?
You'll get showered on again, you bag of Cheeto dust.
It goes down on B tier, Donald, and
What?
that's that. You can't
No.
keep riding the hype on this one.
Fuck you both in this list. It looks
a
like
great game.
dog shit anyways. I'm out of here. What a complete waste of my time.
He'll probably want to recount in a couple days.
You want to play some DBD? I need to get more Oryx cells to get a new killer.
Oh, Dead by Daylight. I was
I
like, trying to figure out what DVD
Gotta
is.
log off. It's almost noon and I'm getting tired. See ya.
It's almost noon. I'm getting tired.
Why do I hang out with these idiots?
That's a great question. That was pretty good. I like that. Barry Sears, our weird trapper. I guess I'm assuming SakiChronicles is a big DVD fan. I was trying to figure out what DVD was before, and then he said it there. I'm like, oh, Dead by Daylight. I figured it out. Anyway, that's fun. That was a long video, though. 26 minutes. Jesus. Hey, I was getting into it. Talking about each Resident Evil game. Hey, it gave me a reason to talk about the Resident Evil game. So if anybody ever gave a shit about me doing a tier list for Resident Evil games, which I don't think anybody did, that's probably it right there. I haven't played the games in a very long time, so I wouldn't feel right doing one right now anyway. So anyway, that's it. Link in the description if you want to watch it yourself, and that's it. Bye.